Welcome, I'm Russell Alexander. Today we're going to take a look at a court case that came out of the Court of Appeal recently where a father had loaned his son $1 million, but the court ended up valuating it as a zero for equalization purposes when his wife went to share property. So like I said, it's a decision coming out of the Court of Appeal where Robert and Nicole were married for 11 years prior to separating. During the marriage, they lived in a home that had originally been purchased by the husband's father, Harold, for $1.3 million. They started off paying him rent of $2,000 a month for several years. Eventually, title to the home was transferred into Robert's name only at a price of $1.2 million. Harold paid the down payment of $250,000 and the balance was financed. Harold also subsidized an affluent lifestyle for both Robert and Nicole and their children. He provided them with many gifts of money and made loans to Robert. These were documented by various promissory notes. After all was said and done, Robert owed his father about $950,000. The spouses separated in 2013 and entered into a domestic contract at that time. The terms of that contract later sparked a court dispute, since they did not agree on whether it was intended to provide Nicole with one half of the interest in the home on the marriage breakdown. This is the home that Harold had given to his son. At this point, the home was now worth $2.93 million. To protect her rights, Nicole registered a matrimonial home designation on title. At no time prior to the couple's 2013 separation did Harold ever demand that his son repay the debt under the promissory notes. But that changed in 2015 when Harold sent Robert a notice of demand for payment. After formally acknowledged that he owed the money, Harold sued and obtained a default judgment against his son for almost $950,000. Harold filed a writ of execution that was registered with the sheriff. This would allow him to seize the property and sell the property. Equalization between the now divorcing Robert and Nicole and the large amount looming and default judgment, Robert would conveniently be depleting his assets entirely, leaving Nicole with nothing. So she would net it at $0. Nicole went to court and the preliminary issues were resolved with mixed results. Then the Court of Appeal took a look at the case. The appeal court disagreed. First, it confirmed the interpretation of the domestic contract that would give Nicole one half share of the home. It also acknowledged that Harold had a legitimate claim related to the money he had loaned to Robert, which he was entitled to pursue by legal means against Robert only. But the court considered this contingent liability on Robert's side not reasonable prospect that Harold would ever pursue Robert for the repayment. Indeed, the evidence showed that Harold had forgiven several debts to him by his children. If you've liked this comment, please share it with your friends and colleagues. If you have a question about this case, please leave the question in the comment box below. We're going to try to endeavor to answer all our questions each week. We also take a deeper dive into this case on our blog at familyllb.com. If you want to learn more about the case, take a look at it there. Thank you for watching and be safe.